It is important to note that the mouth, the tongue, and words play very critical roles in the life and the destiny of every child of God. It is important to note that the tongue, the mouth, the tongue, and words make the difference between dominating or being dominated, between conquering or being conquered. In general, it is important to note that words carry power. Generally, wars, battles are started by words, and they can be ended by wars. Adolf Hitler set the world on fire by words, inflammable words that he spoke from his mouth. Relationships are started and relationships can be ended by words. Marriage institutions are formalized and established on the altar by the exchange of words. Medical practitioners are inducted into the medical practice by the pronouncement of words. Blessings are pronounced and curses are incurred by words. So it is important to know that words carry power. The most important thing to note is your confession is your prescription. It's your prescription for your destination. Whatever you want God to do with your life, that is what you are saying with your mouth. He said, as you have spoken in my ears, so will I do. When you are confessing, you are prescribing. In the book of Luke chapter 21 verse 15 where we just read, he said, I will give you a mouth and a wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. Take note of three things here. First thing to note is that your mouth is not just a body part. Your mouth is a gift from God for triumph in life. I will give you a mouth. It's a gift from God for triumph in life. Second thing to note is that the purpose of the mouth is not just food. The purpose of the mouth and the tongue is not just food. Your mouth is a weapon of war. I give you a mouth that you use to fight and stand the adversaries. Your mouth is a weapon of war. And the third thing to note here is that your mouth is designed to communicate the wisdom of God for the disarming of your adversaries. To communicate the wisdom of God. I will give you a mouth. I will give you a wisdom. I want you to use it to disarm your adversaries. I stand by the prophetic mantle of this house here, and I announce to someone, on your return from this Shiloh, every adversary you left at home shall be leveled before you arrive. If you are saying amen, say a louder amen. In Deuteronomy chapter 30 and in verse 19, in 30 said, I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both you and your seed may live. Your tongue is the tool for the communication of your choices in life. When you are speaking, you are choosing. Is the tool for the communication of your decisions. I place before you, every time you are talking, you are not just making statements, you are making choices. This is very, very critical. In Proverbs chapter 18, verse 21, it said, death and life is in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Is there the Living Bible version of it? If there is, it is very, very instructive how he puts it. He said, Just one moment. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit of it. In the Living Bible, it said, those who love to talk will suffer the consequences. He said, men have died for saying the wrong thing. Men have died for saying the wrong thing. That is, the power to live or die is rooted in your tongue. There are people who died before their time, not because the devil was too powerful. They died before their time because their tongue was too wrongful. I read a story where the wife of John G. Lake died and saw herself appeared in heaven. And an angel said, welcome to the holy mountain of God. Welcome to heaven. And she said, is this heaven? Who will take care of my husband and my children? I'm not dying now. Even in heaven, she had a choice. I am not dying now. And she returned back to life. I announce to somebody here today, every death looking for you is cancelled now. Every death looking for you is cancelled now.